such a beautiful day here in Hayes Valley. So many beautiful, stylish people. And me. I could almost have a panic attack just looking at you. When I feel it coming, I read this list. This list is entitled Unmasking Event. I have a dream, and you have a dream. Everyone here has their own dream. Look around you. Look around you. Everyone here, everyone you will meet, every CEO, every artist has a vision. Every barista that pours your coffee, every checkout bagger, every janitor, every beggar has a hope and an aspiration of their own, a dream that they are this day, little by little, working toward or not. And whether it is a well-reasoned plan or just a picture they carry inside their head, it is their picture of personal happiness. Look around you and see there are so many dreams here today. I could weep for the very beauty of it. Such a vision. I will be truthful with you. I'm in something of a personal crisis. Maybe you could see that. Probably you couldn't. I'm scrubbed and richly dressed, well put together, seeming calm. I seem to be doing pretty well, but in truth, I am in crisis. It could feel pretty lonely, especially in a scene like this, with so many fun and functional seeming people all around me. All around me. Sometimes I feel alone. I have to stop and calm myself with this list, with this unmasking, and remind myself that I am not alone. I'm not. Some of the cleanly scrubbed and stylishly dressed, happy-seeming people you see here today are in truth having a bad day, having a bad month, bad year, or years, or life. Don't worry, I'm not calling you out. We really can't tell who. Really, we can't tell. You seem well. I just wanted to say to you, you're not alone. You are not alone. I'm here. And others, they're here too. It just doesn't seem. All these people, all these beautiful and rich and successful looking people, all of your friends here have had crises too, or will. Everyone has spent time collapsed on their bathroom floor, unable to get up, unable to move, for want of the will to struggle on. Crisis is in every life. It's on every path. It's on every journey. And it's not the end. You will survive it. Your story will not end with this crisis, but with your dream of happiness. It is still attainable. They survived their crises. Every person here is a survivor. Know that. Every person here is a survivor and an inspiration to me. You give me strength and the will to struggle on. I feel a little better. I will continue to unmask and unburden myself. I have trauma. I've been traumatized. In places like this, so beautiful, I have to tell myself I'm not alone. You have trauma too. All of you. Everyone here. Everyone you will meet today. Everyone you will ever meet has trauma. Formative trauma. Everyone is formed of trauma. Every human is formed of trauma. Not just me. Not just you. When you think that you're alone in this, the burden, it's almost more than you can bear. But you're not alone. Look around you. You can't tell for appearances, but you are surrounded by the children of divorce, of separation, of poverty, of traumatic immigration, children of drug abuse, violence, emotional violence, neglect, illness, adoption, and every type of bad parenting conceivable all around you. Look around you and see trauma is in every life. In every childhood and adolescence. And all of us were shaped by it. It defined us, who we are, our lives, and our journeys toward healing those wounds. And our life crises along the way. You are not alone. You belong. You belong here in Hayes Valley. You don't have to fight for your place. You don't have to make excuses for yourself. You belong here with us. Not in spite of your trauma, because of your trauma. You belong here with us. Everyone has trauma. I know some of us don't seem to show it, but we are showing it. Many times overachievement, total independence, reckless bravery, Pollyanna optimism, numbed out cool or manic joy are themselves dysfunctional adaptations to the same formative trauma you have. Professionally, I'm known as Mr. Happiness. But now I am unmasked. Look at me. Now, this is me. Know that everyone has secrets.
Contact.
I think that I'm weird. I'm weird as fuck. You already knew that. I've failed. I've had major failures in my life. I've been embarrassed before. Human condition. I've been humiliated by bullies. I get depressed. I think I'm awkward. I'm kinky. Kinky as fuck. And some of my fantasies are perverted. Sometimes I have serious doubts about the choices I have made. Sometimes I doubt my dream, doubt my star. Sometimes I doubt myself. Can I get an amen? I'm not alone. This is a big one for me. Sometimes I doubt whether I even have the strength to survive. Thank you. I have regrets about the choices I didn't make. I'm bad at taking chances. And that includes the risks I know I need to take to realize my dream of happiness. Thank you. My identity is I'm wild and free, whatever, but I'll tell you, I'm completely controlled by fear. Every ligament of my limbs. My comfort zone is small. It's a cramped shoebox in which I live my life. I'm gross and pathetic when I'm sick. That's why I hide out. Yeah. My vulnerability. I have a paralytic fear of dying. I have body issues. I hate my my love handles, and I got a flat ass. Thank you. Do you have body issues, Bjorn? My best friend from high school, Bjorn. I love you, man. Sometimes I worry that the best of my years are behind me, that I've peaked, that I'm into a grinding decline. Actually, here it is. I was racing through my diary to find this. It's the 5th and final entry in the book of the human condition. I wanted to share it with everyone. Together, the first 4 entries of the written piece describe the human being. First, every person has a dream. An image of personal happiness they carry in their mind, a life goal. Every person has a crisis. Whether they show it or not, every person has trauma. Every person has a pattern or spiraling cycle of self-destructive behavior. A maladaptive reaction to trauma that stands in the way of realizing the dream of happiness. There you have, in the 4, a human being, a Homo sapiens. The 5th entry that I wanted to share describes a relationship between 2 human beings. From my personal diary. I've had my heart broken. My heart is broken. When I was very young, it was a friend, a partner, someone I loved deeply, was deeply vulnerable with. I told them about my dreams and dysfunctions and everything. We had no secrets between us. When they left me alone for someone new, they betrayed my secrets to our friends and strangers, telling them like jokes. I was so hurt and angry. I vowed never to be so trusting or vulnerable again. I guess that's why I put on a mask. Heartbreak. It can feel lonely. Completely alone. Unless you use it. Unless you use it to connect through your common humanity. Because I have it in common with everyone. Everyone has had their heart broken. Everyone. Everyone here. Everyone you can think of. The most cynical heartbreakers that you know. Everyone has had a moment in which they've first seen the person that they love with someone else. Perhaps seen them marry someone else. Have kids with someone else. And in that moment, quietly, behind a mask of studied indifference, felt their heart break within them. Everyone you see has had their hearts broken. Perhaps not recently, maybe it was long ago. The trauma and the reaction to it shaped who they are here today. So take care of one another. Everyone has trust issues. Everyone has a fear of abandonment. You'd be happy to know I did learn to trust again. I've had my heart broken 3 times since. But still, after all the heartbreak and betrayal, suspicion and distrust, I still have this yearning, this deep unmet yearning for intimacy with you. For emotional intimacy, for trust, for closeness, for touch, for connection, for community. That yearning is still there in my broken heart. It's still there. My broken heart, it's still there. It's untouchable. It's unbreakable. I love you. I want to love you. But it's hard, you know. I'm out here, my ass is in the wind, I'm speaking my truth because I believe I'm speaking your truth. That gives me strength. I believe that all of us, despite the damage, have a deep yearning for connection, that everyone here today, no matter their pose or posture or apparent coolness or coldness, in fact, that deep yearning of connection is why we came here today. It's why I've come here. It's why I've spoken these truths. We all have a soul-deep yearning for intimacy, for connection, for community here with each other. I'll confess for you, we're half out of our minds desperate for it. For belonging, for community, for group spirit, for God. Or whatever your name or conception for that universe-spanning unity and communion with all things, all peoples, all people. All people. We all want community, desperately, for being honest. We all showed up for it here today. So why isn't it here? Why isn't it happening? Why aren't we connecting on a soul level? What's keeping us apart? What's keeping this or any other group of random people from spontaneously becoming a family? Why does this party here just feel like it's just a crowd? Why do so many of us feel alone? Alone in a crowd, when every one of these people desperately wants to connect with us, to love us. There's something getting in the way, a wall between us, a gulf. We can't see each other, really see each other as we truly are, even when we're standing right in front of each other. What is it? What's getting in the way? What is getting? It's the masks. It's the masks. It's the masks. It's the masks. The masks we came here wearing over our trauma, of our sadness, our sickness, our pain, our animal fear. The mask of coolness. The mask of toughness. The mask of fun, the mask of personal success, the mask of identity. Lies, lies, it's the lies. It's the lie we tell every day when we tell each other we're doing good, we're doing great, we're happy, we're fine, that we're all right, when we're not all right. Every time we lie to them about who and what we authentically are right now, there's a splitting, there's a rending, a separation between our true selves and our fictional selves. On Instagram, a mask of success we present to the world. All our secrets are lies. All of your secrets are lies. There can be no authentic connection between two people wearing masks. There can be no connection between masks. That's why we're not connecting on a soul level. We came to this party to connect, but we came wearing masks. They're wearing masks too. All of these cool and stylish and popular seeming people, those are all fronts, facades, poses, masks. Look around you. Look at this party. They are wearing masks too. They're alone too. But we never see that. We recognize our own masks. We pass our lives hidden behind them, living our lives alone with our spinning anxieties and desires. We don't recognize that they are wearing masks too. They're living with the same trauma, in the shadow of their own life masks. Yes, them, the cool ones. They that you fear for their inhuman perfection. Here's the thing. They don't know that we're wearing masks. They don't. They think we're the cool ones. They think we're the cool ones and that they're the weird ones, the broken ones. They think we're the tough ones, the strong ones, the successful ones at this party. They're fooled by our masks. We fooled them. It worked. We fooled them. They think we're the cool ones. What a tragedy. What a tragedy if they knew we could all take off our masks and they would know that they are not alone. If we all took off our masks, we could be here together. Instead, we do on a Friday night is we leave our lonely homes, come to parties like this, alone, behind a mask, spend a few hours drinking, alone, in front of a crowd of masks, and then we leave alone without having made the connection to another human being. Why do we go to parties? I know you ask. I do. We would just as well stay at home in our bedrooms and watch Netflix by ourselves and scroll Instagram and Tinder. No. The thought of unmasking is terrifying. But no, there is no other way to connect to another human being. It's true. It's true. Think of who your closest friends are. Your real friends, your true friends. They're those people, those more or less random people that know you best. They're the people you confide your secrets in, including some of the secrets I've told here today. Think of how they became your true friends. Not the shallow attractions of beauty or style or success they possess. No. Not commonalities either. Not likenesses. Not likes on social media. It was confidences in circumstances of safety and trust. Confidences. Little by little, shameful secret by shameful secret, you lowered your mask to them. You revealed yourself naked to them. Your trauma, your loss, your fear, your naked pain. And they did not judge you. You didn't lose anything. They did not turn you away. They embraced you. They embraced your humanity. And think, who are your fake friends? They are those friends that force you to wear a mask. I know there's no other way than unburdening, unmasking to connect to another human being. And I know that you know this too. We all know this in our guts. why did we come here searching for connection wearing masks? Why do we wear masks ever at all? Fear. Fear. We wear masks out of fear. Every one of us is afraid. Look, if you dare, look around you. Everyone here, everyone you know, everyone you will ever meet, every human has trust issues. Not just you, not just me. Everyone is afraid of being found out, of being exposed as a fake, as a fraud. Do you know that imposter syndrome is one of the top 10 motivations for seeking therapy in our generation? Because, broadly speaking, we're fakes. Everyone lives with shame. Everyone has a fear of embarrassment, a fear of being humiliated in front of everyone. Everyone is afraid of judgments and punishments and rejection. Everyone here has a great fear of abandonment. And still greater is our fear of ostracism, of being rejected by the whole group, by society itself. Fear, 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 it governs and controls us. If they found out what we're really like, we could lose everything. Everything we've worked for. I'm scared of unmasking too. I know that this feared vulnerability before the group's judgments assumes that we really are alone, really are isolated in our trauma, that dysfunction, that these secrets that we keep are our secrets and not everyone's secrets. If they were everyone's secrets, no one could judge us. They could not without themselves being judged for the same frailty. No one could kick us out of the group either, not without risking their own place. I know that. I know all of that, but still. I'm afraid of being honest with people about what I am. I keep my diary private. I keep it locked. I've been hurt before. People that I thought were my friends turned their backs on me when I was at my most vulnerable. I've had my secrets betrayed by those I've trusted. I've had my heart broken 3 times. There is risk. Great risk. But let us all acknowledge with a terrible certainty that the thing we fear the most, our unmasking, is in truth the means to the thing we desire the most. Human connection. Authentic community. Belonging. Secure attachment. Love. The thing we fear the most is the means to the thing we desire the most. That is the dilemma as it has been presented to me and as I present to you. The bind that each of us finds ourselves in now. When I came to this party, out of isolation, out of desire to connect with you. I was struggling with it. I knew that unmasking, being vulnerable, is how I connect. But at the same time, I knew that being vulnerable was how I could be ostracized, driven out. Fear, contending with desire in me. All you saw was my cool. I struggled until I was emotionally exhausted, at the brink of a panic attack. I was going to leave the party. I was going to run. I was going to run all the way home to my bedroom and lock the door. But then I had a realization, an epiphany. An epiphany. It struck me like a bolt from the blue. Unmasking, it only feels vulnerable. It only seems vulnerable. Because unmasking, it seems like we're revealing an individual, a person societally isolated by some individual weakness. We think we're separating ourselves from the group, putting ourselves at the group's mercy, at its power when we unmask, and hope maybe they'll accept us out of our weakness. But when we unmask ourselves, we don't reveal an individual. We don't reveal an individual. We reveal a human. The human being. The universal human, which is connected with everyone, which belongs everywhere. Humanity is our group. Far from being vulnerable, we become invulnerable. We become invulnerable. And being alone and threatened by the group is vulnerability. This is invulnerability. All of humanity is at your back. When I had this realization, I pulled back from the brink of my panic attack. The bind that I'd struggled against disappeared like an illusion. The risk of being kicked out disappeared. The means of my banishment from the group became the means of finally entering into the group. And indeed, bringing the group into existence of scattered and isolated individuals. The risk was gone. The fear was gone. My panic subsided. And the instinct that I had became a desire to do the opposite of run. I know it sounds crazy. Faith. Faith is a confidence beyond confidence. And such was my faith in this conclusion that I can now walk through a parted crowd up to a live microphone and do what I feared the most: unlock my private diary and broadcast my greatest secrets to a room full of the coolest, most stylish, most beautiful people, the most intimidating people that I know, to become unmasked, undraped, and completely naked before them, before you. Because I now realize that my private diary is the book of the human condition, such that my unmasking before you has been your unmasking before all. And now we're all unmasked as human beings. How does it feel? Look around you, or imagine the people you know, and see not young people, not old, not tall, not squat people, not black, not white people, as was before. Just people. By unmasking, we have brought about a group out of what had only been isolated individuals. Standing around, pretending to be at ease, drinking heavily to pull off that impression. And this group of our creation, is a group that extends before and beyond the four walls of this party to cover the extent of the earth. Our group counts as its membership all of humanity. Because you are me. And they are you. And we are a we. So have no fear, human. You belong to humanity.